Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. So there is another 3.11 Evocati test build. Let us take a look at the patch notes. These videos are made possible by my very generous patrons and channel members. If you do enjoy my content and would like to support even further, all of the links are in the description below. So the Alpha 3.11.0b patch has just been released. CIG are working very fast on these by the looks of things. The testing focus has one new addition, which is the Behring GP33 grenade launcher. Very excited to start blasting all of you lot away. The rest of the testing focus remains with the front-end UI refactor, the cargo decks, the new station layouts, and the BR2 shotgun. So there are a few new updates. In locations, they have added Hurston material variants for the Hurston outpost exteriors. Now, I haven't seen any images of this just yet. If there are any, I'll put them up. But unfortunately, so far there aren't any. I'm assuming this is just maybe Hurston branding rather than a different style of actual outpost. I think it's just maybe something more associated with the Hurston brand itself. For ships and vehicles, they have increased the Constellation thrusters in atmosphere to help with angular rotation and slightly reduced its linear drag for a small acceleration increase. For weapons and items, they've done a balance pass on the Behring BR2 shotgun. They've increased the spread while not aiming down sights, but reduced it further while you're aiming down sights. Now, I'm not sure if that makes sense. Less spread so long as you're looking down the sights. I don't know if I'm a fan of that one. I'd love to know your thoughts on that though, but we will see how it works. And finally, they've done a balance pass on the Gemini C54 SMG to increase the spread and reduce its damage multiplier. So still a lot of balancing going on there. For bug fixing, there are 14 bug fixes, which I will only include fixes that are not relevant to the 3.11 build, as most people will not see these issues anyway, only ones that have sort of fixed up things in the previous builds. The M50 should no longer pitch upon takeoff. Arena Commander ship customization screen should now load ships incorrectly. They've fixed Z fighting on the floor in Area 18 hubs. I have no idea what that means. Can someone explain that in the comments if possible, please? They've also fixed missing table and chairs in the lower deck of the 600i, and they've fixed an issue that could cause the player to fall through the planet when the client's FPS is low. Anything that stops us falling through the geometry is definitely a big win. Now, they've also fixed 6 client crashes and 2 server crashes. There are now 21 known issues, which is a few more than yesterday. I think it was 18 yesterday. Some of the new ones are players will not receive any damage from any weapon in game. And this actually happened to me and a friend of mine while we were weapon testing in 3.10 the other day, where he literally became invincible. So I'm glad that they're aware of that, and let's hope it gets fixed in 3.11. Also, players do not appear in the window during calls, which has been a bit of an issue for a little while now, and then many of the previous issues remain. So that is it for the 3.11.0b patch notes. It does look like CIG are not messing around and getting this one out. Personally, I think 3.11 is more of a foundational patch for getting prepped for some much more deeper updates coming, hopefully around the 3.12 build, or even in between 3.11 and 3.12. I don't know if that's possible. But with them working on the iCache and server meshing, I'm really hoping that full persistence and the ability to physicalize everything is not too far behind. Cargo decks may not have a lot of functionality with 3.11. I think they are going to have a couple of missions associated with them, but they are needed for when cargo becomes physicalized, so being able to store your personal cargo, for example. And the player and external inventory, again, doesn't really add a huge amount of gameplay other than being able to access the ROC's cargo hold, but it certainly sets us up for when they introduce physical inventories. But that said, I am personally excited for 3.11, of course, more for playability than its features though. 3.10 has been a bit of a difficult patch for me, and if they can fix the issues with the delay in swapping items for 3.11, then I will be very happy and get back to playing more consistently and hopefully start a bit of a gameplay series, which I've been holding off for. But anyway, with that said, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up with all of the leaks, and tick that notification bell should you want to be notified every time my videos go live. Come and hang out over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers Ryan. Everybody is welcome. If you have any questions about the game, or if you're new to the game, that is the best chance to catch me and ask them live. Again, a massive thank you to my patrons and channel members for all of the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.